All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Skin School. This is my Sunday regular skin school. It's going to be fun today because I'm going to talk about spring skin. We're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about because I am reading your questions. Caitlin's here. Thank you for joining. Go ahead and type in what city you're in or what country you're in and say hi. I'm doing two lives. So I have one where it's on my website, which is super cool, and I also have one on Instagram. So I'm going to talk about spring skin, how to get your skin ready for spring. Happy Sunday. Thank you, Undefined Beauty. Feel free to type in comments, say hello, what city you're in. We're doing two lives, one on Instagram Live and one on my website. We are discussing spring skin, and I'm going to give you tips and tricks. I'm also, hello, someone from Arizona. I'm going to talk with you about the Oscars. I mean, tonight is the night. I don't know how I woke up refreshed. I already went to the farmer's market this morning with my husband, had coffee, and I'm just ready to talk about kind of some of the things I did in the treatment room. I can hint to some of the people I worked on that you'll see tonight. Some people behind the scenes as well. I worked on one of the most famous chefs in the country who is a part of the Oscars at one of the big parties. And that was super exciting, his first facial, which was super cool. And I'm also will kind of give some hints on some of the people I worked on. I do want to answer your questions directly. So feel free to type in your questions, whether you're watching on my website or, oh, look, we have like a graphic on the website. Spring skin. My producers reminded me to talk about spring skin. So we're going to dive into spring skin right now because I want to talk to you about, you hear like, oh no, what do I have to do for spring? Oh no, what do I have to do for winter for my skin? It's not that big of a list. It's not that big of a deal. It's little minor tweaks. And it's more of a mentality for spring, which I'm going to talk about. You know, it hit, it's the first day of spring, and you're starting to feel it. Like I live in Los Angeles and it's been raining a lot in the past few months, and it's not. It's bright, it's sunny, and you just start to feel the spring vibe wherever you are. And I'm going to tell you what I did and what I recommend you do in terms of your skincare and your makeup for spring. You clean your house, you change things, you may change your wardrobe out. I want you to change out your skincare, possibly, and also your makeup. I want it to feel like a new season, which it is. And you do need to switch some things within your skincare regimen as well, just because of the weather change and also just psychologically, how I want you to feel fresh for spring, which is a big part of it, right? You always feel a little more excited when you get a new whatever it is, whether it's a lipstick, eyeshadow, or skincare product, or just change your regimen. I want you to talk with me. Thank you. Mark B. Hey, he's here. Thank you guys. Hi, Caitlin. I want you to talk with me about your concerns with spring because during the winter, sometimes our skin will take a beating. You may be using heavier moisturizers with silicones, it may be clogged, or I do recommend this is the perfect time to get a facial. So I want you to start off your spring with getting a professional facial. I want you to look for someone who has at least 5 years experience. Don't go to a top salon and just because the lead esthetician's not available, meaning the one with the name on the door, and you're going to get someone who has maybe a few years experience. You're better off to find someone who privately gives facials who's been doing it for years, who has the experience. With an esthetician, you really want someone who knows skin and knows the way that products react with skin. So experience is really important when selecting an esthetician, right? I mean, isn't that important? It really is. So it doesn't matter where she's working, you want to make sure that she has experience, at least 5 years. All right, so for spring, start with the facial. Why? Because they're going to go in, diagnose your skin, go in and do a beautiful professional exfoliation, extractions, brightening, and hydration. Really, really important to get that done. And then what I want you to do is look at your makeup, look at your skincare. If that retinol has been sensitizing your skin or you're just not feeling bright and glowy and dewy and you've never really felt that your skincare is really doing what you wished it was doing, or you just don't want to get laser. I'm at the age where all these women are getting laser treatments done, right? Even facelifts, a lot. I mean, I live in Los Angeles, but I know it must be across the United States. I don't want to get laser and I don't want to get any lift or anything like that. Why? Because I've got something that can do something where I feel much younger. And that will be what I talk about next, which will be the Cell Forte serum. But I want to let you know that I don't want you to feel the pressure. I'm in my early 50s. I don't feel the pressure to go get laser work done. I don't feel the pressure to go get nips and tucks because I'm doing the best I can with the products I'm using. And that is something we can talk about today. And because you're watching, I do want to tell you that I am doing a giveaway. So if you ask a really good question, you might be randomly selected to win a Cell Forte serum. The value is $3.95. And if I really like your participation today, which I want you to be participating, ask me questions, any skincare question at all, any ingredient question. If I feel there's great participation and we're having fun on this Oscar Sunday, hello, so you're saying hi now, you're talking to me, good. If I feel there's great participation, I might mention a code where you can get a discount on these two Oscar-worthy items. So start asking questions, and if I feel there's a great participation, I'm just going to throw out a code and let you guys all save because I'm just like having fun in Skin School today. I'm kind of the teacher. My dad always thought I should be a teacher. Sorry, Dad. I just wanted to have a skincare line, but I'm actually teaching today at Skin School. And I don't think he's watching, but that's okay. All right, I'll thank you. Cherie just said, loved your tips last Sunday. Amazing. Well, let's get into some more tips. Would love to see how everything is applied. That is from Jessica. All right, can you recommend a sunscreen that doesn't dry out your skin? Yes. And let me tell you, we just got a new order. Fabulous. Thank you guys for already ordering. This is so fun. I can see when the orders drop. So this is what I got. Remember I was talking about spring and something new. I went and got, this is a favorite of mine, Ilia. So I went and got a lighter shade, right? I felt that, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll talk about silicones, Michelle, why I don't like silicones in a moment. But I just changed up my shade. I went and got a new Ilia, and this is my sunscreen. It's SPF 40. And what I love about it, it doesn't dry your skin out. It has beautiful ingredients like jojoba oil. When you're over 40, you don't want these cakey things on your skin like the foundations that don't have a sunscreen that actually make your fine lines more pronounced. So this is what I recommend, Ilia. It's my favorite. They have every shade under the sun, and it gives you a nice dewy look as well. But let's talk about what you put under it, which is most important, which is your palette. I almost did this live with no makeup on because that's how great I feel without makeup because of my regimen, which includes Cell Forte. Someone asked if this is like a foundation or a serum. It's a hybrid. It feels like both. All right, it has good skincare ingredients. So let's talk about spring. So for spring, what you want is you want to feel fresh, vibrant, alive. You want your skin not to be red. You don't want it dry or tight or peeling. You want hydration. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I'm over 50. Am I 52? Anyway, I was born in 71. I guess I'm 52. Let's see. Do you have a non-tinted sunscreen that you recommend? Non-tinted. That's a really good question. Non-tinted. I'm assuming Ilia does a non-tinted. All right. So feel free to ask me questions, but when you ask, make sure you write like a short sentence, really short, because if they're long, I can't read them because everything's going so fast. Yes, this would be great for someone over 70. All of my skincare is great for every age. I would say 22 and up. By the way, I took your tip of not washing my face in the morning. This is what Jessica said. I have a recommendation not to wash your face in the morning, and I'll explain why in a minute. Using only 4 products, and my skin is looking amazing. Grateful. That's Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. I know it sounds crazy. I'm an esthetician. I wash faces for a living. 30 years I've been doing it, and I tell you not to wash your face in the morning if you're over 30 and you're not sweating at night or you're not acneic. Why? Because when you're sleeping, guys, your skin is clean, right? You remove your makeup. You don't go to bed with makeup on. You better not. It's really important not to do. Even if you're tired, I want you to wash your skin before you're tired. I always get up around 7 o'clock and I'll go and wash my face just in case if I'm crashed out, you kind of just want to go to bed. So get it done sooner so you don't skip. So when you wake up in the morning, you've done your regimen at night. You've cleansed hopefully with my Neroli cleansing oil, which is fabulous. Deep cleanse, just won the Allure Beauty Award. And then what I want you to do, you go in and you apply the Cell Forte, which is your treatment. I'm going to talk about this today. Cell Forte is fabulous, Gigi, for sensitive skin. And I'm not just saying that. It's unbelievable for sensitive skin. Truly. And I'll explain why in a moment. Can I directly put on morning skincare? Yes, Susie, you could directly put on morning skincare. I actually have one of these by the bed too. So you wake up because your skin is clean. You don't need to, you're not out in the elements, you don't have makeup on. Your skin, your organs are regenerating, your skin is regenerating while you sleep. Why get up and strip it? There's no need to, right? There's no need to unless you are sweating all night and you have acne. Your skin does beautiful things naturally, regenerating, the oils are balanced, your microbiome. You don't need to get up and strip it with a cleanse. No need. Go into your regimen. And Jessica did it, and she's like, whoa. I've had so many people do it and just be freaked out by it. I also learned that Salma Hayek hasn't washed her face either for 30 years. I haven't either for 30 years since I've been an esthetician. Yes, the Cell Forte is safe for the most sensitive skins. And I say that not as a founder trying to sell you a product. I say that as an esthetician who is very aware of sensitive skins, very aware, because as an esthetician, someone comes in, you don't want to sensitize their skin more. So you can bet every product from my collection is great for sensitive skin. This one, though, is truly remarkable because it helps. It helps the look of sensitive skin. It calms redness with the cytokines. And I'm going to explain what this is in a moment. I've got so many questions. So you guys are doing really good because I asked you to do a lot of questions. So that means I am going to give you a code today. All right. Okay, so this is so exciting. Michelle just said, what vitamin C do you recommend? I don't. I recommend Cell Forte. It does everything that vitamin C would do and more. It has all the antioxidants. It brightens the skin, gives radiance. You don't need a vitamin C. And I'll explain that in a moment. How much of the Leslie, you're on it. Everyone's asking questions. How much of the Cell Forte do you use at a time? Well, you push this down. What about the glassy glow? Oh, I'll show you how to get the glassy glow. My website, you can shop right now during the live. If you're on Instagram, you can shop, and I'm going to give you a code because I love you guys, and I'm going to give you a code. The code is Oscar20. Oscar20, go shopping. It'll be valid for 1 hour on Instagram. Any advice for women going through perimenopause and menopause? Yes, let's talk about that. Thank you, thank you. This is fabulous for that. Let's talk about menopause, perimenopause. Did you get the code? Oscar20. Oscar20 if you're on Instagram. If you're on my website, welcome, because you can shop and watch. You can stay right here, click on everything. It'll be automatic. You'll get that for the Cell Forte and for the Cryo. Love your Cell Forte. Should I have my 28-year-old daughter start using it? Absolutely. And I'm going to explain that right now too. I have so many things to talk about. Thank you guys for all the questions. Oscar20, that's your code because you were so sweet in asking me questions. Around 25 years old is when your mesenchymal stem cells start to decline. You are born a ball of mesenchymal stem cells. Mesenchymal, mesenchymal, tomato, tomato. I say it either way. You can say it either way. MSC is a quick way to say it. So your MSCs start to decline. What are your MSCs? You're born a ball of MSCs. They become your heart, your hair, your organs, your liver, your skin. It becomes everything. And as we age, they go into generate and repair. They duplicate in your body. And let's say when you're about 5, you scrape your knee, which I did all the time because I was incredibly clumsy and still am, ask my husband. But I would have scrapes all the time. It would heal so fast when I was younger, which was great. So it was embarrassing to have that. That's because of all the mesenchymal stem cells. Here's a photo here if you're on my website. The mesenchymal stem cells will go in and regenerate and repair. That's what they do. We just got a new order. Someone used the code. Smart. So this is what they did. They went in on my Instagram and put in Oscar20 for the Oscars today, and you're able to get 20% off the Cell Forte and this. If you're watching on my site, it's automatic. Shop and watch. So as we age, those mesenchymal stem cells start to decline. The MSCs around 25. Everything starts to decline at 25. Oh. So anyway, when those decline, they're not going in to regenerate as well. They're not protecting you as well because they're declining, right? So what happens is there's a moment when the woman with a 28-year-old daughter, which I have a 20-year-old daughter, within a few years, she's going to get this, like a big vat of it. Because there are studies that show that the human stem cell conditioned media, which I'll talk about, which is what's in here. There are no stem cells. Stem cells would never survive in a bottle. They would never penetrate your skin. And that's not the magic of the stem cell. The magic is what they drink and excrete, which is the thousands of growth factors, exosomes, proteins, peptides, everything to regenerate and make your skin bright, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, pigmentation, everything that you would ever want is here. Now, at that age, when they're declining, There are studies that show, and you can Google this on Google, just Google it, verb Google and Google. So you can Google human stem cell conditioned media. You can put 25 or photo aging. There are preventative. It shows that there are studies, very promising studies, that show that application of human stem cell conditioned media, which is what makes this so unique, first to market this. What happens is if you apply it at that age when they start to decline, there are studies that show that it's preventative for photo aging. Photo aging, which is what happens when you walk outside being in the environment. So super exciting. It's also regenerative for someone like me. Remember, I'm 52 years old. I've been fortunate enough to be using this for 8 months, maybe 9 months now. Within 3 months, I had 2 spots here that I've always said, go to a derm, nothing over the counter, being an esthetician for 30 years. Nothing's going to work. Don't waste your money. Lo and behold, if you dig on my Instagram, you'll see the video. I had to grab a phone and just like video myself. But those 2 spots disappeared within 3 months on my face. Those were 2 pigmentation spots that had been there for a while. I was going to go get IPL. I didn't have to. So this helps. And also we did clinical studies. You can go on my website. You can see women that didn't know what the product was, used it for 4 weeks, morning and night. 91% saw a reduction in pigmentation. That's unheard of. What makes you look older? Pigmentation, wrinkles, dullness, dryness, and lack of hydration. This works for everything. And it's one product. So go to angelacaglia.com, look at the studies as well, look at the reviews. Amazing reviews. All right, I'm going to read some questions. I'm not seeing the products in shop or on the website in the show. Caitlin. All right, Caitlin just said that. Let me tell my producer. On my website, they're not seeing the products for some reason or in the show. So we'll see what he can do for that. I apologize. If you have to, go to my Instagram. Go to skincare, Caitlin, if you have to. Hopefully he can get that fixed. All right, so you saw how much Cell Forte to use at a time. Yes, it does help with pores. It does help with pores on the nose and crow's feet. So you just need a little bit. You know, it's a serum. As long as it covers your face, that's how much. People with rosacea love it. Someone asked that. Let's see, any benefit for using an essence or a toner? Not really. You don't really need an essence or a toner before this. Why? Because I want this first to skin. I don't want that essence or toner on your skin first. Why? Because I want this to be first. This is always, great question, first to skin. Why? Because it's not like any other product in the market. It's actually a real treatment. And it's so light, it's almost water-like. It goes into your skin immediately. I don't want some icky toner that doesn't have great ingredients first. This will go into your skin. This has to be first, and you have to be religious about it morning and night, because that's how you're going to see the incredible results. And I mean incredible. All right, so I love your products and tips, Marisol. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right, so by the way, oh yes, I'm just reading questions. Thank you guys for asking. What professional treatments do you recommend along with, just get a facial once a month, I highly recommend. Is the code valid? Not for the bundle, the bundle's already discounted. You moisturize after the Cell Forte. Thank you for asking. So you apply this, the Cell Forte serum, first to skin, and then I recommend my Souffle moisturizer because there's no silicones, which I'll talk about too. Silicones are occlusive, guys. I mean, they don't even dissolve down your sink or in the oceans. It's a barrier. And I call them silicone bumps. You see little bumps under the skin. They use silicone because it feels like an oil and it's really cheap. Seriously. And it's in my opinion, this is controversial. Some people say it's not. Some people say it is. It's comedogenic. I know it because I've been doing this for 30 years and working on women. And if I see these little bumps that I recognize as silicone bumps, I'll ask what they're using and I will look at the ingredient deck when their mask is on if I don't know the product. But lo and behold, I'll see dimethicone and other silicones. So you want to stay away from that. Can you repeat what you said about rosacea? My internet went out. Rosacea is something that basically your derm can diagnose. An esthetician can't diagnose it. It's a medical condition. But all of my products are rosacea friendly, especially this. This has cytokines and it helps to calm redness. All right, she just said she loves my souffle. Thank you so much. I love all of your products, by the way. Undefined Beauty. You can catch them at Target. Really, really beautiful line. All right, so let's talk about your questions. Well, hello from Maryland. She said I'm a little late. Well, welcome, Kim. I'm glad you're here. How long do you let the Cell Forte sit into your skin before applying the Souffle Moisturizer? Let's do a demo. How long does it take to see improvement? Gigi wants to know with hyperpigmentation. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. For me, 3 months, but everyone's different. For my studies, 4 weeks. 91% saw an improvement. So, all right, so I'm going to apply it. All right, Christina says she has everything but the Cell Forte. Christina, use the code OSCAR20 and get it right now. OSCAR20, you're going to get 20% off the Cell Forte. The Cell Forte is the magic. They all work beautifully together. I'm so happy you have my other products. Look how lightweight it is. Do you guys see? I'm going to show you. Can you see on me? Anyway, it's so lightweight. So it goes right into your skin. You don't need to wait a terrible long time. It's not going to feel heavy like with glycerin and silicones. It's going to absorb like a drink of water into your skin. It's literal magic. It's magic and it's not heavy. So at this point, I just applied it, and now I'm going to apply the Souffle Moisturizer. Oh, she even has my devices. Yay. Oh, we'll talk about that too. The Cryo, I'm giving 20% off today for Oscar's Gold. Amazing Cryo. We just got another order. You're smart. Order with the discount, Oscar20. I'm doing this. It's only during this Instagram Live, so feel free to type in Oscar20 and go shopping. You'll get the Cryo 20% off, and you'll get the Cell Forte 20% off. And I wasn't going to do that. I was just going to do a giveaway, but because you guys were asking me a bunch of questions, because I asked. Someone just asked about an eye cream. How do I feel about an eye cream? Now I'm going to demo. Here's my eye cream. The Souffle Moisturizer works as an eye cream. Why? It's not technically one, but use it as one. I do. Because the reason they do separate eye creams, one, brands want to make a lot of money. They're like, yeah, if I sell this, I can sell this, I can sell that. You don't need a separate eye cream depending on what your needs are. So if you have puffiness and dark circles, I recommend an eye cream that has a microstimulant like caffeine or rosemary where you feel a tingle. You're welcome. You feel a tingle because then it's going to help with the blood flow to help with the puffiness. But if you have fine lines and wrinkles and dehydration, then you can use the Souffle Moisturizer as your eye cream. Why? Because there's no silicones in it. You're not going to get the milia under your eye. There's no fragrance. And it has a technology where it goes directly into your skin. Bam! It instantly hydrates and moisturizes. It's fabulous. And your skin is thinner underneath your eye, correct? But it's able to penetrate and go deeply into your skin. Your lips are the thinnest of all skin on your whole body. And if you apply it, this is your test at home, you apply it to your lips, the souffle. I do this during my masking when I'm giving facials. Yeah, it's very soothing. I'll say what's in this souffle too. You feel it go right into your lips. So it's going right into this thin skin. It's able to go into skin like quickly. That's the lipid lock technology, which delivers instant hydration and moisturization. That is also in the Cell Forte. Yeah, it's super soothing. There's goat milk, which calms redness, balances the pH. And then we have vitamin C, which helps to stimulate collagen synthesis, which is so lovely. And then there's no fragrance. There's no silicones. There's no essential oils. It's just a beautiful, soothing moisturizer. And a little goes a long way. There's tons in here. This will last you forever. Oh, great. Michelle said she uses it as an eye cream, thanks to you, and she loves it. Great. All right. Kim just said she loves a souffle. All right. So now I'm going to do my neck, right? I'm going to do a neck treatment. Let me show you my neck treatment. I'm going to give you all my tips. So this is the Daily Botanical Serum. This is a gorgeous lightweight oil. All right. Christina wants to know, can you use the Cell Forte up until the IPL session, rosacea? Yeah, if you are doing IPL, remember, this is regenerative. What does that mean? It means if you do something crazy like an IPL or something that really sensitizes your barrier, please apply this after. This was invented for wound healing in the 60s, human stem cell conditioned media. That's what it does, wound healing. So I mean, I have clients that have scars on their bodies, faces, they're applying it and the redness is gone. It's helping heal the scars. So if you're doing laser, IPL, anything, please apply the Cell Forte serum up until and after, before and after. Oh, great. Britt wants to know, I haven't tried any of your products. What would be a good start? Yeah, I mean, the Souffle Moisturizer, it's $70. That's a great start to kind of go in and try. Absolutely, for sure. Yeah. And I mean, anything's good, but that's a great way to start. Everyone needs a moisturizer, so start there. Oh, how embarrassing, my bra strap is showing. There we go. Okay, so we're talking about what I do for the neck. Let me show you. You want to see my neck routine? 1, Forte. Applying it directly to the neck. Remember, Cell Forte is always first to skin. It's a serum and it's lightweight. It's always thinnest to thickest, and it has the highest molecular structure, so it's going right into the skin. You want that. All right, so now I felt it go in, and now I'm going to show you a little secret. If you're dry, I always do this for my neck, but you can do this for your face too if you're extra dry. So I'm going to cocktail. Let's put it here so you can see. I'm going to cocktail. This is the souffle, and this is my daily botanical serum oil. I'm going to put a couple drops here. You see that? And now I'm going to cocktail. So if you're watching this on Instagram, put in the code Oscar20. You can get the Cell Forte serum 20% off during the live, and also the cryo, gold cryo. So now I'm mixing it, and this is my neck serum moisturizer. So it's just beautiful for the neck. So there's my neck treatment right there. I cocktailed the souffle with the daily botanical serum, and then I did apply the Cell Forte serum first, right? We want all that. We want the goodness there too. All right, so feel free to ask me questions. I am watching. So if you're watching on my website, you can get this automatic. You can watch and shop. We're talking about the stem cells. There's a photo of the Cell Forte serum up, and what's popping out from it? Stem cells, right? That's what they look like. Aren't they cute? Pink. I love them. So the stem cells. So let's talk about the stem cell and how this is so first to market and why it works so freaking well. I said freaking well. It's because of the power of the human stem cell. You know, there's a lot of expensive products out there that are plant stem cell derived. Well, those are great if you're a plant. It's mainly just an antioxidant. We're deriving it from the human mesenchymal stem cell, which is the real OG that produces peptides, growth factors, cytokines, everything that your skin needs to regenerate. Okay, so someone's using hyaluronic and vitamin C. Would you stop all these products and just use the Cell Forte? I would, but if you want to use them, please just always apply the Cell Forte first. There's really no need for vitamin C. I would, if you have that, just put it on your hands, put it on your neck. Use those products elsewhere. If you, worst case, you can apply this, and then you can apply the hyaluronic on top if you want. All right, so let's talk about stem cells. Stem cells. So as I mentioned, you're born a ball of stem cells, MSCs, mesenchymal stem cell. How do we make this? How do we derive it? Well, that's a picture of the stem cell. We have, and let me just explain the story, right? I'm an esthetician. Why am I doing something that's actually more like potent than the doctor brands? Well, one, I've been an esthetician for 30 years. I also have a certificate in formulation. I still give facials, and I'm obsessed with my clients. I know them in a way that a doctor may not know their clients. Another order. Great. You guys are smart. You're ordering with this discount. Oscar20, you can get the Cell Forte during this live and the cryo. If you're watching on the website, it's automatic. You can just shop those right there. All right. So basically, this is how I discovered it many, many years ago. Thank you for joining. I see Lindsay's here. Whiskey Lips is in the house. Hi, Lindsay. All right. So we're talking about the stem cells and why I came up with this, an esthetician, first to market versus a doctor, right? So they're using synthetic versions, which are great. There's nothing wrong with that. I also have a beautiful synthetic blend in the Cell Forte that mimics the stem cell conditioned media. I did both because I wanted this to be the most powerful serum on the market. And if you go to my website, look at the reviews, you will see it is the most powerful serum on the market. You'll be freaked out. This lasts about 15 months, Jesse. I am reading. All right, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, how sweet. Leslie just said she's been using the Cell Forte serum and she accidentally dropped it and she freaked out and ordered another one because she missed it so much and she freaked out because she didn't have it. That's what happens a lot. And I first to experience it too. I was using this, remember, in like the little like sample bottle and months ago before I launched it. And I was just jonesing for it in the morning. I'm like, where is it? Because you see such a difference in your skin. And this has never happened with any other skincare product for me. I was like, and this is what you guys are saying too, the same thing. It's like, oh, I'm getting low. I need to order another one because the results are so amazing that you don't want to lose it. You know, it's really that great. And I'm not just saying that, it's unbelievable. So how this happens is my mother was diagnosed with dementia 8 years ago. I was looking, that's a brain disease, right? She had uncontrolled blood pressure during my age. I take medication because it is genetic. And she didn't take care of that. And what happened was she had a stroke and then another stroke and then another stroke. And from that, you can get vascular dementia. And it's a brain, part of your brain dies. So one of the only alternatives is getting regenerative medicine. There's not much they can do for the brain, right? So regenerative medicine, they are injecting the mesenchymal stem cell into the brain, and they're getting tremendous results for not just basically stroke patients or dementia or Alzheimer's, also epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, and so many other. Oh, someone just said, that's funny. She said, I ran out and I need also. It's addicting. Yeah, it's like it's insanely addicting because of the results. So yeah, we've been mentioned in Vogue. This was named, it's one of the best new products by Vogue. Also, it's won 3 awards already, which is super exciting. It won the Elle Magazine for the Future of Beauty Award. It is the future of beauty right here. Thank God. I mean, you guys, retinol and vitamin C is so 10 years ago. No thanks. I wasn't about to launch one of those. I don't even like the results. I don't even have them. So this can replace those and you'll get better results. And it is addicting. So because you're watching on my Instagram, use the code Oscar20. I'm going to give you 20% off. And we're doing a total gold theme. You'll get 20% off the cryo as well. If you're watching on the website, it's automatic if you purchase. All right, so mesenchymal stem cells. So I looked very hard to find alternatives for my mom, right? And I found this, oh, she said, love it. Thank you. So I found this incredible stem cell research lab. They do all sorts of clinical trials. Sorry, I have a question. When using the retinol alternative, should you still, oh, good question. The elderberry bakuchiol, just still use that 2 nights a week at night, 2 nights a week at night, and just focus on this. First to skin always. So I found this lab, and they did all sorts of things, and it was all medical. They have a research arm where 1% of proceeds from my website do go to a fund for my mother for dementia and stroke, which feels good. Anyway, what they do there is they basically inject stem cells, right? They were also at the time the owner was working on a wound healing kind of a liquid from the stem cells, not the stem cells. And I'm going to show you, demonstrate. And it's been, oh, thank you. Someone just bought. See, smart. You're buying. I just gave you a code Oscar20 for this live. You can get this 20% off, which is unheard of. I just love you guys, and I appreciate you being here and asking me all those questions. And also on the cryo, the gold cryo. All right. So basically what happens is there are healthy consenting adults. This is not embryonic stem cells. There are no stem cells in the bottle. That would be gross. And they would never survive and live in the bottle, and they would never penetrate your barrier. The magic, oh, freckle-faced queen, she's excited to get it. I'll tell you what inspired me to get into skincare in just a moment. Thank you. Good question. I've been doing this 30 years. So basically what they do is, for the wound healing, I'll call it juice, what they do is they kind of trick the stem cells that they're not injecting intravenously or into the brain. This is another part of their business. What happens is they will, and let me show you the process. So healthy, consenting 20 to 21-year-olds give 1 teaspoon of adipose tissue, fat tissue, right? Stem cells are very, very potent. It's one of the best ways to extract the stem cell, mesenchymal stem cell, MSC. From that teaspoon, there's 1 million MSCs. Well, what my lab does is they extract that, they put it in here with a culture, someone else just bought, smart, and the stem cells will stick to the bottom because that's what they do. And they will drink and excrete, and there's a real picture of it if you're on my website. They will drink and excrete. It will help with redness, Denise. It's unbelievable. It will really help. I love that she said that. She said, I have tried many expensive products with no results. Denise, you have to get this. I have the most sensitive clients, and most of them are men with really red skin, and they are shocked by it. And I have an actress, Serena Swan, who said this is the only thing that helped her redness. It's great for sensitive skin. So it works. And I'm telling you that as an esthetician, it works. Okay, so the stem cells stick to the bottom, and they drink and excrete. And then it's the liquid. And it's patented because there's so many growth factors and proteins that are excreted. And that's the magic. It's not the stem cell. Don't tell anyone, but it's not the stem cell. It's like we recreate what they do in our bodies. They duplicate and they drink and excrete. So it's DNA free, completely DNA free. It's a CGMP certified lab, which means clinical good manufacturing practices. I mean, you could have a feast on the floor. I mean, it's just, I wouldn't want to do that, but it's beautiful and it's clean. And the way they do this, it's behind this huge glass wall and they're all in hazmat suits. It's so cool. If you look on my website, you can find the video. And basically they're looking, it's all hand done, which is unheard of. And you can see there's a picture here. It's actually a slight pink is the true color. I just put water here to demonstrate. But the stem cells do stick to the bottom. And I did snag this from my lab. I asked if I could take it for demonstrations. But they're able to visibly watch. So these scientists are looking at the stem cells, making sure they're viable. So we have lot to lot consistency. So when you're obsessed with your Cell Forte serum and you have to buy again, you're going to get the lot to lot consistency. You're going to have the same efficacy, the same wow factor. So I'll continue to help you look young and beautiful, basically. All right, so I am answering questions. Feel free to ask me anything. If you're watching on Instagram, you can type in the code Oscar20 to get the Cell Forte serum at 20% off because you're kind enough to watch me during my live today. I appreciate that. We're doing Sunday lives all the time for Skin School. Okay, I've considered, Elliot wants to know if I've considered to make a larger size. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting that. We just launched in October, so at some point we will make a larger size. I have people asking for a body one to put on their body. I don't blame them. All right, so, all right, I'm reading. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, someone just said that they're using post laser right now. It's fabulous post laser. Remember, it's regenerative, it's wound healing. I actually had a mosquito bite. I did this whole event and I was in New York and my husband opened the window because it was hot. Mosquito came in and I did a huge event at Casa Cipriani for all the beauty editors. And I woke up to a mosquito bite here, which looked like a zit, of course. And I was like, oh my God, I can't get into this. I applied the Cell Forte serum. It literally took away all the inflammation. Remember wound healing, the stem cell conditioned media, took away all the redness. And no one even really knew I had a mosquito bite, which, like I said, in the morning when I woke up. So super exciting. So you guys ask me questions. We are talking about spring and your skin and Oscar-worthy skin. And, just back to spring. It's like you just want to feel, you've been hibernating for winter, wearing lots of clothes, cold. You just want to feel fresh and beautiful, right? Almost like the spring flower popping up. I recommend Cell Forte serum. Why? Because you may be using things that are sensitizing your barrier or they're not really working. You paid a lot of money for them and they're not really working. I want you to feel the way I feel. My skin is completely hydrated. I've never had laser done, ever. And I feel young and fresh, which is kind of what you want, right? Especially for spring. So what I recommend for spring is to change your regimen. Put that aside, whatever you're using, put it on your hand. Still on Instagram, and now we're back. Great. Thank you guys for hanging around. We had a little technical difficulty, but I'm back. So we're talking about spring. Spring is about just feeling fresh, feeling young, feeling vibrant, right? It's like coming out from the hibernation of winter. The only way to really do that is to feel really beautiful, right? To have your skin feel hydrated, plump, not feel like you have the dark age spots, not feel like you have a bunch of wrinkles when you smile. You just want to feel youthful. I'm 52 years old. I don't do Botox. I do once a year. I gotta be frank, actually. Once a year, I do get Botox right here. So I haven't had it in a few months, but once a year on my birthday, September, I do get Botox. That's it, once a year. And I don't do any laser. I've never done a laser because it just seems counterintuitive to do something like that to your skin when you have downtime. The lipid barrier is so important. You don't want to sensitize it. That's what's so amazing about the Cell Forte serum. It's regenerative. It makes your skin healthier, more hydrated, brighter. There's no downtime like a retinol. There's no weird, there's no weird, oh, music's gone. Well, that was a fun little party for a moment. There's no, sometimes vitamin C's to make it actually more, somehow the chemists were always pairing the vitamin C with vitamin E to make it deliver deeper. But what happens is the vitamin E will break out a lot of people. So a lot of times ascorbic acid or different form of vitamin C would break people out. A lot of clients coming in, and they were sensitized by vitamin C, especially if you were prone to oily skin or any breakouts. So that's not going to happen here. It's just going to hydrate. It's going to go directly into your skin. So if you're watching on my website, you can just shop and watch. You can get the 20% off automatically because it's Oscar Sunday, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys having the skin school. During the live, you can shop both of these items, put in the code OSCAR20, and you'll get 20% off the Gold Cryo and the gorgeous Cell Forte Serum. So we have a visual of, amazing. If you're watching on my website right now, you're going to see a visual of how we actually get the stem cells. That's the man in the hazmat suit holding the flasks. And afterward, what they do, actually, he was just looking at the x-ray, seeing how viable they are. You can actually see the stem cells. And then they'll go and freeze it immediately. You have to go freeze it to keep it stable. Now, there's such a big buzz about exosomes, and you really need to make sure that the way they're getting the exosomes is like the most effective way and not just trying to make money off the word exosome because it's such a buzzword right now. This is done in a stem cell research lab, and you saw, just if you're looking at my website, the man in the hazmat suit and looking at it and then taking it. Oh yeah, someone wants to know about the Gold Cryo. Yes, I will talk about that. And it's immediately frozen and sent frozen to my chemist, who keeps it frozen. And when he makes the cell, whoops, almost spilled, can't spill the Cell Forte. When he makes the Cell Forte, he will take it out frozen, he will stabilize it and put it in here. So it's active in your skin. It's stable for 15 months. So that is the cool process. So in terms of how to use the cryo, there's a lid, which I don't have with me right now, and you can either put them in the refrigerator or the freezer. There's a liquid inside that freezes, so it'll keep it cold long. They are ergonomically designed to go with the contours of your face. This is the traditional classic cryo that estheticians have been using for years. I wanted to dip it in gold and make it special for you. Gold has benefits for the skin as well. All right, so cold. Cold, what does cold do? It calms inflammation, calms redness. It helps with puffiness and dark circles. I'll show you how to use them in a minute. But these are 20% off if you're watching. You can automatically shop on my website. It's watch and shop. So along with the Cell Forte, because it's gold and it's like, Oscar, let's just go gold. Both of these are 20% off if you put in the code OSCAR20. So what's fun about these, they're an investment. It's not like a serum that goes away. These stay in my freezer or they stay in my refrigerator. I love to do this initially because my eyes, so we're always looking at the phone and we're just so sensitized by eye strain. This actually fits perfectly in, and it helps with the puffiness on the top lid and under at the same time, so very efficient. And you always want something on your skin so they can glide, right? You saw me put the Cell Forte and the moisturizer on. So there's something to glide. What I'm doing right now is I'm stimulating the blood flow, and I'm dropping below my ear where my lymph nodes are. Because if you have puffiness, you want to keep the contact. You want to drop below your ear where your lymph node is, so there is a place for your puffiness to drain. Doesn't that make sense? Yeah, this is great during allergy season. Yes. Someone just said that, and I agree. It's great to wake up. Oh, look, if you're watching on my website, there's a guy in the hazmat suits deriving the stem cell. And that's why it's expensive. This is expensive because it's not just like an off-the-shelf peptide. This is like sent frozen, made, hand-batched, stared at by scientists to make sure it's viable and frozen and shipped frozen to my chemist, who has a lot of experience working with stem cell conditioned media. So this is like the most medical grade you'll ever find. Like they're injecting this in veins for long COVID studies there. So that's what's in the Cell Forte serum. That's why it's so expensive. Thank you for shopping. We just got 2 orders come through. You should be buying this if you have a face. How's that for one line? Do you have a face? You should be buying this. Do you have sensitive skin? You have to be buying this. Are you aging? You should be buying this. If you're not happy with the products you're spending tons of money on, you should be buying this. Look at my website, look at the clinical studies, look at the reviews. You don't see reviews like this. People are freaking out, just as I, as an esthetician of 30 years, after creating this with everyone and working 8 years to make it happen, am freaking out. I mean, I am 52. I have never felt so beautiful. Why? Because my skin is bright. It's hydrated. I wake up and I look good. I don't have to hide from my husband. I read that Elizabeth Taylor went to sleep with her makeup on. Poor thing, because she didn't want like Richard Burton or whoever she was sleeping with. I mean, she was pretty loyal, but she didn't want them to see her without makeup. I mean, there are days I don't wear makeup, and I'm telling you, men love it. Like if you can look good without makeup, yay. And that's literally what you can do with Cell Forte. So if you're watching this, please buy this. And if you think it's expensive, I want you to know that I'm giving you a discount while watching this just to try it. So Oscar 20, you can get this on my website, Oscar 20, 20% off during this whole live. I'll let it go for 30 minutes after, by the way. The code is Oscar, like the Oscars, Oscar 2020. You can get 20% off. Another reason why you should buy this is because it's like a 5-in-1. You don't need a hyaluronic acid. You don't need a retinol. You don't need a vitamin C. This is what you apply. Thank you. Marnie just said it really is a beautiful product. It is. You are beautiful when you apply it, and it is, I mean, very luxury and lovely. But I can't tell you enough. And I know any brand founder says this, but this is just me as an esthetician who is sitting here preaching the gospel, who's 52 years old, who doesn't get any work done, who never will get laser done. I had a prominent surgeon, plastic surgeon, who has a med spa who offered me a free, what is it, RF, and then like all the whatever the stuff. I don't even know what the stuff is. People ask me, I'm like, I don't know. And I said yes to be nice because I wanted to keep the relationship, but then I canceled because my skin has never looked this healthy and this good. Why on earth would I go and get a laser work done and needles in when it's absolutely ideal? Like it's hydrated, it's in beautiful shape. Why would I want to do that and have any downtime? So I canceled the $900 free laser, whatever it was, because intuitively I didn't want that done to my face. Guys, $395, you can have skin like this too, where you're like, laser? No thanks, honey. Like you need to try Cell Forte. It's that good. And I want you to buy it because I'm even going to give you a 30-day return. I don't normally do that. You look on my website, you don't get a return, but I want you to use it. And after 30 days, if you're not seeing a result, just say that Angela said and you watch this live. I'll give you a refund, but you're going to get 20% off. So do the 20% on Oscar 20 and you will see a difference in your skin. I did a live last Sunday because I'm doing them now every Sunday. And one woman said, thank you. I got it. I'm using it. And thank you for not lying about your product or something like that. And you hear a lot of founders talk about it and it doesn't really do what they're saying. It's just marketing. Well, I'm telling you, as an esthetician of 30 years, it works. And thank God, because doing this for 30 years and still giving facials yesterday, it was just amazing. But you become close with your clients and you start to have, if you're born with it, I'm born in a small town, I have integrity. I'm not going to sell products that don't work. I wanted to create this line because I felt you deserved better products. The Souffle Moisturizer has won awards. This has won an award. All of my products. The Allure Beauty Award just went to my cleansing oil, which is absolutely beautiful. So it's really important. It's my passion. I went and took a course in formulation of cosmetics because I love creating products with my chemists. And I only have the best chemists and the best stem cell lab. So it's really about products that really work. I'm actually reading some questions now. No, you don't fill these with water. They already are filled with a liquid, so they're set. Giveaway. Oh, my husband said do a giveaway. All right, I'll do a giveaway on top of doing a discount. So let's do a giveaway of this set. All right. Let's just say that you still don't have the cash to get this, even with the 20% off, and you really want it. I'm gonna have you right now think of a really good question because I want you to ask me a great question and you will randomly be selected to win this. Any cleanser you recommend before the Cell Forte? Yes, and I didn't grab mine. It's actually in my bathroom because I was using it, but I have a cleansing oil. Maybe my assistant will go get that for me. On my windowsill in the bathroom is the cleansing oil. It's called the Neroli cleansing oil. Just go to my website and you'll see it. It's just won the best of beauty for Allure. It's lightweight. Most cleansing oils are heavy because they're using heavier oils because they're cheaper. You massage it in, you apply water, it emulsifies. It's absolutely beautiful. Glamour magazine, I love their quote. They said it was something a rich bitch would use because it smells like so high end and so lovely. It's so good. like this natural neroli orange blossom. It's beautiful. That is the cleanser I recommend, especially if you're over 30. Please get it. Thank you guys for joining. You're asking questions still. Can you recommend a good sunscreen? Yes. Oh, what does the snow mushroom add to the overall formulation? Elliot. There are studies that show, it's called trumella, they call it snow mushroom, trumella mushroom, that it's 10 times more hydrating than hyaluronic acid. So I have hyaluronic acid and then I have trumella mushroom, which is called snow mushroom as well. Super hydrating. It's like a hot ingredient right now. You don't need a double cleanse with my cleansing oil, which is so cool. The reason that they've always made you double cleanse with a cleansing oil is because they were using cheap oils and they wanted you to remove the oil, right? Well, my oil emulsifies when you add water and massage again. So there's a 2-in-1 cleanse right there. So the neroli cleansing oil, you don't need another cleanse after. You've got the most beautiful cleanse because you massage in, then you add water with your fingertips, massage again. It gets milky, and then you remove with a wet washcloth. So you don't need a double cleanse. Recommend a good sunscreen. I use Ilia SPF 40. It's fabulous. I also love Suntegrity. Yeah, thank you, Chris. Is it Christiana? I'm very excited for the future of skin. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. And she just said it's the best cleanser. Yeah, the neroli cleansing oil is amazing. I'm trying to get my producer to go and grab it out of my bathroom so I could show you. But anyway, that producer's my husband, by the way. He's helping with us, but he's not listening, which is typical, right? He's not listening. See, he said, wait, what do you need? I need my cleansing oil. It's in the bathroom. If you can grab it for me, I forgot to bring it out because I was using it this morning. It's that good. Yeah, and it smells good. Gigi loves it too. It's in the windowsill. Isn't it funny how men, like, when you tell them, like, where things are, they can never find it. I had to specifically say windowsill because he wouldn't have found it otherwise. Thank you. You want to say hi? You want to lean in? Hi, everybody. That's my husband. He's my business partner too. Someone was just laughing at that. Okay. Question. How does your product stand out against medical lines that are shown to improve the skin by? Oh, thank you for that. This is hysterical. How does your products stand out against medical lines that are shown to improve the skin by penetrating deeper into the dermis? That's absolutely false. Whoever told you that? One, there's no such thing as a medical line unless it's prescription. If someone creates a line, it's all FDA approved. Whether they decide to sell only in medical offices, doesn't mean it's a medical line and it penetrates deeper. It doesn't. They're all the same, right? The FDA clears everything. A medical line would only be prescription Retin-A. That would be considered medical. The FDA, when you create a product, you can sell it anywhere. If you choose to sell it just in medical offices, that's your lane of distribution. It doesn't mean it's a medical line. That's a marketing term. The FDA regulates what's in every product, right? JLo Beauty could go sell in doctor's offices and she could call it a medical line, just so you know. All right, so, and then it doesn't penetrate deeper. That's another misinformation because it's medical. Yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine, all the marketing that, you know, and these doctors will just like put their name on a jar and call it a medical line. It's just like every other line. They may use more acids, it may be more abrasive, which most of them are, and they really don't touch the skin like an esthetician does. Like, right? I'm like literally talking to you guys. I'm asking you what you're using. There's such a moment of diagnosing the skin. Like, when was the last time your doctor did all of that? They don't. All right. Is Cell Forte a hype or a phenomenon? It's pretty amazing. Who inspired me? I'll have to think about that. I mean, I have so many people that have inspired me. There's so many people to say. That's a great question. Is Cell Forte hype or is it like phenomenal? There's hype because it works. So both. There is hype because it works. It's made with something that most products are not made with. It's made with patented human stem cell conditioned media with thousands of exosomes and growth factors and peptides. It's truly remarkable. Just go to the studies on my website and look at all the reviews. There's hype because it works. Do the products make your skin more sensitive to the sun? No. And I have a client, that's a great question. I have a client, you know, like the retinols? No. It makes your skin healthier. I have a client, it's an antioxidant too, who it actually helped her not get a sunburn. She put the Cell Forte, went to Hawaii. Her whole body was sunburned, but not her face. She had the same SPF everywhere. Is there anything that can put on our skin before the red light mask to maximize results? That's a good question. You could put the Cell Forte on before you do the red light because it's not going to glare. It's not going to shine. Someone just bought. Smart. You guys are buying. Remember, Oscar 20? During this live, if you purchase, you can get both of these 20% off. These are like my two favorites. Like, this is like what I did to every Oscar client yesterday. Do I look fresh? I did so many facials. Like, I got up early. I look fresh because I use Cell Forte serum and I just used this. All right, Harmony 2015 just said Cell Forte, buy it. She loves it. Thank you. All right, so someone just said, let's see, what are you working on next? I'll get to that. Oh, I really appreciate that you offer high quality products without the price gouging us. Yeah, I mean, this is $70. You can tell I'm not gouging you. This moisturizer is 70. It's a lot for some people. There are some people that charge 200 bucks for a moisturizer. And this is one of the best moisturizers. And this is 150. It's not 185 like another brand. This is a beautiful oil, the Daily Botanical. All right, so what if you take a break from using and then go back? Are the results faster? I recommend to keep using it, but take a break if you have to and go back. Just you can't go wrong. It's going to work every time you put it on. I can't tell you what I'm working on next, but I am working on something. So super exciting. Oh yeah. Talking about this does smell heavenly. This has ylang ylang and frankincense. This is a gorgeous called the Daily Botanical Serum. It's a lightweight oil. And since I've already applied the Cell Forte serum and the souffle, this would be the third step. I'm going to apply a little bit now. It's made with ylang ylang, frankincense. Oh, so good. Sea buckthorn, rosehip. It just gives you this beautiful glow. I like to do it before a Zoom call. Okay, so are you asking questions? Feel free. Oh, thank you. She said, leaves my skin glowing. Cell Forte, buy it. It's unbelievable. So, like I said, if you have a face and if you like to put things on it, stop putting what you're putting on it and get the Cell Forte serum. I dare you to try it, test it. I'm giving you a discount during this live. Oscar 20. You'll get 20% off. This sold out within an hour at Violet Grey when we launched October 1. Sold out within an hour. We had to restock it, literally restock it, and it took an extra day before the real launch, and they sold out within 2 hours. It's one of the best sellers next to Dr. Sturm and Dr. Bader at Violet Grey. Our repurchase rate, which tells you everything, is beyond above average. I think it's 51%. 51% of people that buy Cell Forte buy it again. The standard for beauty is 20 to 30%. That's how well it works. Oh, someone just, Gigi said, will you ever bring back facial in a mask? I love that mask. She's talking about the sheet mask. Oh, that's so nice. You are an OG if you remember that. I mean, I do love it. I mean, possibly. It depends. I mean, I'd love to. It is biodegradable, the sheet mask. But anyway, so we might be doing something like that and infusing maybe a little Cell Forte. But anyway, let's talk about the Cell Forte. So it's on sale if you're shopping on my website. Cherie just said it's magical. You don't mention, but my pores are almost invisible. Thank you, Cherie. I don't mention that, Cherie. And Cherie just said my phone cut off. What did you say about the giveaway? So if someone asks a question that's pretty good, I will randomly select, and you're going to win a free Cell Forte along with a cryo. And if you don't get selected, you can just get 20% off while watching the live. You'll get 20% off if you're watching this on my, oh, how cute, got this right here. If you're watching on, we're doing 2 lives. Basically, I have one on my website, automatic, you can watch and shop. If you're on my Instagram, you have to use the code Oscar20 on my website. All right, so you're asking questions, which is good. Someone is going to win both, so I'm still looking. Yeah, Cherie, I love that you said it's magical. You didn't mention, but my pores are almost invisible. I don't mention that because I forget about pores because mine too are also invisible. You know, as you age, your pores actually can become more enlarged. Really, it's not cool. I didn't mention it because I literally don't think of pores anymore because look, someone just ordered. Great, you just got the discount. They just purchased a Cell Forte serum, 20% off. Use the code Oscar20. All right, so yeah, my pores are invisible, so I don't think about pores. Most of my clients, they're all addicted to Cell Forte serum. They don't have pores. So yeah, that's a big benefit. It's literally doing things that you wished all your other products will do. So during this live, 20% off, you can buy it direct on the website, just watch and shop. You can click on it and purchase while you're watching. And if you're on Instagram, Use the code Oscar20 for the Oscars, Oscar20 to get 20% off. All right, what do I think about using it after microneedling? It's great to use after microneedling. Remember, it was invented for wound healing. Not what I did, but the human stem cell conditioned media. It was discovered for wound healing. So if you're putting a bunch of needles in your face, you probably want to put this on. And I want to let you know, you're welcome, Marnie, for the discount. I want to let you know there's a misconception again about getting an exosome facial or microneedling. They're saying to apply something similar to this, not nearly as efficacious, but some of these med spas across the country. Oh, wait, I got to read this. This is from Margaret Berry. I truly believe that using the Cell Forte serum twice daily makes your skin look more glowing and transformed to a more vibrant, beautiful. Thank you. Margaret. Hi, Margaret. We all say hi to Margaret. Thank you, Margaret. She does purchase, and I recognize the name, so I'm so happy that she's happy and just gave a testimonial. So yeah, this is 20% off Oscar20. Get it and use it, because all the other money you're spending on products does not compare to what this is. And I know it's expensive, but it's worth it. And you're going to be addicted. I'm sorry, but you're going to be addicted. All right, so we've got the stem cells up if you're watching on the website. All right, so what were we talking about? Pores gone. Whew. I mean, it just goes into repair. It's unbelievable. As we age, and there's science. This is true science on why this happens. You're on the website, you're looking at the stem cells. We are born a ball of stem cells. They go into regenerate. If we hurt ourselves, they go into repair. Those decline as we age. Regenerative medicine is dealing with the mesenchymal stem cell, injecting into the brain for damaged brain from a stroke, epilepsy, whatever's happening in your brain. There's so many benefits of it going in and fixing, regenerating, because that's what it does. We are first to market as a breakthrough to apply it topically with our BioMSC, which is a bioidentical version of the mesenchymal stem cell. So we have both in here, and that's what makes it so fabulous. And it works. And it's so nice to offer you a discount because you're watching me on Sunday. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking all the questions. And I'm about to choose someone who's going to win. So get your question in. The ideal product for the neck. Everything you put on your face, please put on your neck. You don't need a separate. That's a scam to sell another product. Put the Cell Forte, I just literally a few minutes ago put the Cell Forte on my neck, and then I applied the Souffle Moisturizer to my neck. Actually, I did a cocktail. I mixed these two. This is my oil. I did a little cocktail of both and applied that after, but I applied the Cell Forte to my neck. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I am reading your questions. Christina. Christina, what do you love the most about what you do? You just won. Christina, you just won. So Christina just won. Christina and Ferris. Anyway, we're finding you right now. You just DM us. Yeah, DM us. That'll be easier. You just won a Cell Forte and a cryo because you just asked me a beautiful question. What do you love most about what you do? So thank you. I said someone was going to win. What I love most about what I do. I love helping people, giving facials for 30 years. There's a moment when they get up and I have them look in the mirror. That's the most satisfying part, is seeing them after the facial. And that's it. I love helping women specifically. Let's see. So yeah, there are, yay, she's excited. She just won. DM me. All right. So is it okay to use twice a day with sensitive skin? Absolutely. Because you're going to see the reduction of the redness. You're going to see it help your sensitive skin. I'm stopping using Lima because I was once a day to save money. Yeah, that's a different brand. So this is different. Let's see, start using twice a day. So yeah, you're not going to start peeling with this. This is human mesenchymal stem cell conditioned media. Other brands have different stem cells. They have orchid stem cells. They have tomato stem cells. Rob, do you know? Yeah, that's a whole different ball game. Anyway, plant stem cells. This is human-derived stem cells. It's different. So if you see a product that says it has stem cells, please look and see if it says human stem cell conditioned media. You're welcome, Christina. She just won. She's excited. So yeah, you'll definitely want to use it twice a day, Denise, because it helps reduce redness. There are cytokines in here that helps calm inflammation. Remember, the human stem cell conditioned media, DNA-free, was invented for wound healing. and calming inflammation. So when your skin is red, it's going to go in and just diffuse the redness. I personally used to have a lot of redness right here. Gone, gone, gone. And there was a point when I would, remember I said I usually would wash my face. I do earlier in the evening so I don't like get lazy and just want to go to bed. It's a tip. Please wash your face early. After using this for a few months, the Cell Forte serum, I would glance in the mirror and think that I had to remove all my makeup. And I didn't even have makeup on. Like I looked like I had makeup on and I didn't have makeup on. I'd be like, oh shit, I don't have makeup. I just said shit, that's okay. Anyway, so it evens out your skin tone to where it's bright, there's no redness, and your skin just looks really incredible, almost like you're wearing makeup. And you start to feel more confident going out without makeup on. And I guarantee that's going to happen if you purchase the Cell Forte serum. And if you're watching and you're a user, I want you to tell me that you're experiencing that too, where you just feel more confident going out without makeup. Or send me a picture, makeup free, using the Cell Forte. Thank you. She just said, love listening to your knowledge. You're the best. Thank you. What's your first name? It says Cece. I'd love to know your first name. Maybe it's Cece. I don't know. But thank you. That was really sweet. So yeah, this is it. And it's so lightweight. You just have to promise me if you get this, which you should get this. If you have a face, please buy this. And I'm not just saying it. I want you to experience what I'm going through. Put it on your husband. I put it on my husband. He won't apply to himself. I don't get it. Why these men won't apply skincare? They think it's weird. Please, apply skincare. It's great for men because it's so lightweight. So I want to explain to you how lightweight it is. It's like the lightest serum you'll ever experience. It goes right into your skin. You don't need a ton. As long as it gets on your face, you'll see a result. But you have to be religious about using it morning and night. Do not miss. Do not say, I'll apply the other one at night and just this in the morning. No, please apply this morning and night. Candace. Candace is her name. Cece. Candace. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. What are my results? Okay, so I'm reading. Cherie just said, what are my results from Cell Forte? Better than using A Bader. Well, I'll tell you the difference between Augustina Spotter and Angela Caglia. One, I was just going to say something, but anyway, I won't say that. I'm editing myself. One, I'm heavily involved in the skincare line. I'm heavily involved in you, meaning I still give facials. I've been doing it for 30 years. I know how ingredients react in the skin. What he did, he used bioidentical versions. I'm actually harnessing the power of real stem cell conditioned media. He has an amazing product. And when he first launched with that product, women were freaking out because it worked. We're getting the same effect with this, but it's even more so. It's even more so because it's a serum. It's not just a moisturizer, it's a serum. Serums are something you need to invest in. You get the best results from. Tom just joined. Hi, Tom. Come by and see Max and Sadie. All right. Those are my dogs, by the way. All right. So how do you compare? You can't compare. You can't compare this to anything on the market. And I'm going to explain that. This doesn't compare to Dr. Sturm. It doesn't compare to Dr. Bader. Don't get the like white coat syndrome where you think it's better because there's a doctor's name on it. I want you to look at the ingredients and research to know why this is better. Don't just listen to me. Look at the ingredients. They don't have human mesenchymal stem cell conditioned media. Google what that is. Look it up. Hit anti-aging human mesenchymal stem cell conditioned media. This is the future of beauty. The future of beauty. I love that Undefined just said something to the emoji. Please look for Undefined Beauty. They're sold at Target. Bravo. It's a beautiful line. Beautiful. All right, so we're talking about how it's different from Beta or Sturm. I'm going to give you another example. Sturm launched and she helped build, because she has a lot of press and money, she helped build the exosome excitement because she launched a line called Exometric. It's a plastic bottle and it's like $510. You look at the ingredients of that and look at the ingredients of Cell Forte. Night and day, and I'll explain how. Thank you. Thank you for creating this amazing product that makes us feel special and beautiful. Thank you. And that's one of the reasons that I love doing it. And that answers Christina's questions too. I want you all to feel special and beautiful. Life is hard enough. And I'm telling you, it's hard being a woman. You've got family, job, you're so sweet. You always want to do things for people. You don't take care of yourself. I wanted to make you feel beautiful because one, it makes you a better mom. It makes you a better wife, a better friend. makes you happier. When you're happier, you look younger because you're happy. My daughter and I, Polly just said, my daughter and I have been using the Cell Forte serum for a while and can't be happier. Yay, Polly. I love it. I love that you and your daughter are using it. Tag us on Instagram. Angela Caglia Skincare. Tag us. Oh, great. Cherie just said, please emphasize. I was only applying at night and changed to twice a day. It's truly amazing and truly more than A Bader. I didn't catch that part of what you said. So yeah, she said it's even more amazing than A Bader. We'll call him A Bader, Augustine's daughter. Yeah, so it's difference. This is human stem cell conditioned media, DNA free with thousands of exosomes, growth factors, cytokines, and peptides. It is sent frozen, so it's stable from the most iconic stem cell research lab in the country. It's in the middle of the country. So my chemist who froze it creates it as a jar. All hand done. It's bad. Use any, which is only a gram. If it's out there, done in a large vat, they make one that here, but that's what it's like, a big vat, and the stem cells will stick to the bottom, but you don't see it because it's stainless steel. They're doing it all by hand in small batches. So this is small batched stem cell. How cool is that? All right. I'm so glad, Polly, that you and your daughter are using it, because once you use this, you kind of want to share. I have one person who said they bought it for all their friends because it's so remarkable, and it's such a beautiful gift to give to someone who deserves to look and feel younger and happier too. I just realized it's 12:11. I've been talking since 11. That's how much I love this product and you guys. So thank you for the conversation. I appreciate it. And I'm going to give you a few more minutes. If you're watching on Instagram, you can go ahead and type in Oscar20 for the Oscars, and you will get 20% off the Cell Forte serum. And like I said, if you have skin, you need to buy this because you're going to see a difference unlike anything you've ever used before on your skin. In fact, you're going to get mad at all the products you purchased to do what this does. Go to my website, look at the clinicals, look at the reviews. Christina, who won the giveaway today, said, it's been so great. I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you all for watching. Again, just type in Oscar20. I'll leave it open for another half hour, or you can get 20% off. If you're watching on the website, you can do it now, automatic, or go to my Instagram, Angela Caglia Skincare, and you can type in Oscar20. Oh, we got one more comment. Recently reviewed the 3 Cell Forte that I ordered. It's been a couple, just ordered another one. Love, all caps, it, as well as this serum and moisturizer. Wow, you ordered a lot of it. Yeah, that's what people are like, getting backups because they get freaked out if it gets low and they don't want to not have it. So we do have subscription. I recommend 30 days. You can choose 30, 45, or 60. I recommend doing the subscription and getting every 30 days. You can save 15% if you're a diehard like I am. You don't ever want to be without it. It comes automatically. Do the 30 days. All right. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Everyone's saying thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you, Polly. Yeah. So much easier to be honest. Actually, when you're in your 50s, isn't everyone just kind of honest? I remember when I was young and my dad all of a sudden was just like saying whatever. I'm like, Dad, you're more forthright now. He's like, yeah, it's getting older. So yes, honest. And I've also worked on women, for so many years, 30 years being an esthetician. I've worked for managers who told me to lie to you so I could sell products, and I've left those jobs. So, and it's skincare business is so big right now. And I see so many people lying to you, whether they're an influencer on YouTube or on TikTok. So I'm just as honest as I can be because we're all in the same boat. We all want to look and feel beautiful, and we all deserve that. And we're all pretty amazing. So happy late Women's Day, by the way. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I ran over because I just enjoyed talking to you. So you're jumping in, Oscar20, use the code for another half hour. You can get 20% off the Cell Forte and also the Gold Cryo. I'll see you next Sunday. Oh, wait, will I? I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to New York. If you're in New York, DM me because I'm giving facials. I think I'm sold out, but who knows? Maybe there'll be a cancellation. Um, anyway, I do this normally every Sunday. I might do it randomly another day next week. I don't know. I'm both giving facials, but regardless, I'm usually here on Sundays at 11 a.m. doing these skin schools. So thank you for joining. Oscar 20, get this 20% off, and thank you all for watching.